Hi everyone. So welcome to this space. I hope you're doing good. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, of course, welcome back. So I'd like to wish everyone a happy birthday this month. I am recording this in Libra season, but you know, Libra loves others, and beyond all that, or in addition rather, you know, I am happy you're alive. It's a miracle that we're all here, right? And that's such a cool thing. And so happiest being alive. You also had this, while I was shuffling, like I cleaned up, oh, thank you very much. I cleaned up, oh, you're making like it's like a road between me and you. Okay, cool. I heard this, it was a really funny little song. It's like, you got to put the old thing away if you want the new thing to stay. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you got to put the old thing away if you want the new thing to stay. Right? Cool. Makes sense. Making room. I would like to also mention before we jump fully in here, since I am recording this in Libra time, this is, you could think of the sun in your map if you know, or this is, you know, if you have any stars in Libra, even if the house is empty, if you're not a Libra sun, it's like, this is light being shown in there, right? The sun is usually representative of masculine energy. So this is strength, it is courage, it is confidence, it is the ability to approach situations or be a part of things with a sprinkle of what we just mentioned, right? It can also, shed light on our relationships. You know, say there are some funky spots, some things, Libra time, right, that we need to adjust. It may do that. Don't ignore that, right? Don't moon, like hide from it. Just be aware of it if there is any. It's actually, I find usually, because it's, again, this duality a bit, it's like, you know, there should be some good things and some challenging things if the challenging things haven't happened or been addressed in some kind of really practical, right? Saturn's exalted in Libra, so like a really practical kind of way about boundaries or respect, safety, things like that. If that hasn't already happened, then it shall. Don't be afraid to approach that or deal with that. You can do it. This card is also reminding here, this particular chunk of the pie up here by the MC is reminding me of Leo's reading, which was entitled moving forward, right? And being free of something, right? You got to put the old thing away if you want the new thing to stay. Should we see where you're at and what you're looking at, or is this like a middle? Maybe there's like a middle ground here, right? Let's see. Okay, Fool, awesome. Four of Wands, awesome. Six of Pentacles, great. And then the Four of Swords. Huh. Well, aren't these all very positive? Two fours. It's like thundering while it's sunny out, huh? Okay, so I want to grab something just a second, if you don't mind. Where did it go? Where did it go? I found it. You got to put the old things away if you want the new things to stay. Right, we can organize that. Let's use that as a... because there's 5 here, there's 5 there. Let's do that. Maybe it's your 5th house. 5th house is about creativity, right? And it's a house of love also, like softer love, right? It could be a house of intimacy, Let's look at, I feel like the current energy was the Fool, but let's see what comes out here. Let's look at that. We'll just lay it down. Okay, there. No, let's do the middle. There's your Strength. This is what what's trying to be achieved or wants you to move into. Here's potentially a challenge. Let's look at the current energy and then some future advice. Okay. So currently, Four of Swords. So one is thinking. One is, well, I guess currently a person feels rested. Good. Good, like someone finally got a good night's sleep, or someone finally feels calm in their heart about maybe what has been, or maybe a little bit more confident in making decisions. Good. Great. There's different kinds of roses here, white ones, pink ones, and yellow ones. I've been thinking about what the white rose means. I don't know traditionally or classically. I believe that yellow is friendship, right? And pink, I feel like pink is friendship also. It's like a softer, right? Like we said before, it's like a soft love. It's not like red roses, painting the roses red. It's not that. So again, someone feels current energy, rested. If for some reason you're having a hard time sleeping well, or you've been in your head a lot, then I would definitely look at your sleeping situation. Like, how is your bed? How is your, do you need a new pillow, right? When we dream, beds get dents in them. Like, could be old energy in your bed. Maybe you just want to flip it over, like rotate it, or like maybe some of you need a new pillow, or maybe you need, this is actually showing more of a, see how they have like a really simple kind of flat one pillow, really simple. Maybe some of you need a harder bed too. Something a little bit more firm. When something's too soft and one wants to relax and you get into a really soft place, you like sink in. It feels good at first, but then sometimes the muscles in that which is like holding you all together actually tenses up because it doesn't know where the bottom is. You know what I mean? So when you're on something that's a little bit more solid or firmer, something that's becomes more firm, then one can actually kind of relax. You know what I mean? Because it knows it knows it's not going to just sink into an infinity. Interesting. Let's look at the energy of, awesome. What sort of is the idea right now, or this could attach to goals or plans, things like that. We have Six of Pentacles. Okay, it's so interesting how everyone has their own interpretation of what something is, right? Or what they would like it to be. And someone else actually described this card, this time frame, I don't remember who. This card particularly is where he has 6 pentacles, right? 5 on his necklace, and he's 1 in his hand. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 6 people here that want what this person has. It would be, meaning, I guess this is you here, right? So you have enough, but you have to decide how do I explain this? Just a minute. This is a really big, like, life lesson in relation to your 6th house. This is also karma. It's your day-to-day. It is, to me, foundationally, this is also classically is Libra's house, about balance, right? So in some let me try to explain this. In some interpretations of this here is where a person has 6, they give 4 away, they keep 2 for themselves. This person is giving, which, let me back up. That other interpretation is where a person actually gives more than half of what they have, right? You have 4 out of 6, this is 2/3. You're basically giving about 75% away, keeping 25% for yourself. This card is talking about being selective in what you're giving away because they want to be responsible for themselves so they don't fall back into 5 of Pentacles, which is, this could also be caution in giving, or like caution in taking a step. But remember, you got to put the old things away to have the new things stay, right? So I guess for you, this could be money, this could be time, this could be your energy towards things. You want to make sure that you actually, because I feel like you've already given a lot, right? You've been giving a lot. A person's been giving so much. And now because of that, they've been rewarded for that time, for that exchange, effort. And maybe you want to be just a little bit more conscientious about what you're giving or who really needs it right now. Okay? Because we are moving into a time of winter, where I am, to me, this is expressive of where some things slow down, right? It's, or it's a time to be sort of conservative in a little bit of a way. Interesting. So say, for instance, you have a goal that you want to attain, or there's something that you really want to do. And say it takes a financial thing or something. It takes a lot of your effort. Well, then start putting a little bit of time into that. I don't know, this is bothering me. A little bit of time into it. I feel like we're sitting on this card too much. Let's keep moving. What's your strength right now? 4 of Wands. Beautiful. So there's strength in your connection. There's strength that is built through having a nice time. There's strength through being in the countryside, being in nature. I actually see this as strength through dancing or like music or something where it's just like, we just went into this whole like money, work, this 6th house kind of energy. Then it kicks back into the 4 where it's like comfort, right? Again, although there isn't stress with the 6 of Pentacles. I guess what this is we need to emphasize here is like, try not to just do everything all at once, right? But you don't want to reserve yourself because you're afraid. I guess that's the sentence. So strength is home. Strength is your relationships. There's strength in your relationships. Yes. There's a particular one too that's really sweet. This is one-on-one time, but you have strength in that too. There's something really beautiful about that. maybe that goes back into that Six of Pentacles energy where it's kind of like, okay, I can't just be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like I'm giving all my energy to the group, or like to many all at once. That's where the goals could be. You want to watch where, again, because your strength right now is to one-on-one energy with people, right? And I see how you feel after that is really important. Let's see what your obstacle is. Fool. You really don't, I don't feel like you have one. Obstacle. And if you feel like there's something, it's like something, I just saw something, somebody's been waiting for something for a really long time, right? Four of Swords. Oh my goodness. I see I've been so patient. A person being so patient, so faithful about it. Like maybe it's been in their prayers or something. But it's not like someone was like praying to have something. It's like it's like was trying to settle themselves so that they're ready when it does arrive. Right? Because you think about it, then you take the action, then it would be something that becomes physical. Right? Something that, and you want to make sure it's reciprocal too. Maybe that's why we sat on that Six of Pentacles for a while. It's about fairness. You know what I mean? 4 is even, 4 is even, 6 is even. This is about balance again. I mean, there's even a scale on this card, you see? Let's see future energy. Wheel of Fortune. Huh. You all right, baby? Good girl. Well, that's exciting. So 2 majors. So you got to trust yourself, right? When dancing, one person always leads, right? Or that's the way the dancing usually has gone. Like when it's a one-on-one, like when it's a partner dance, one person leads, right? And the other person follows. But it's not that the other one doesn't have the ability to lead, star. It's that they're trusting to try to see how you can work with another. You know what I mean? Like how you flow, like how something flows together. And nowadays, there's a lot of, I do my own, it's very individualistic, right? People are very goal-oriented, very independent. We want to be so independent. But independence and very goal-oriented people, where they're like self-serving, it actually doesn't make a very good partner. I mean, you got to have your own goals, yes. Like, there's things you want to do, but if one is like overly independent or trying to always lead, especially if it's the female doing that, it's the feminine part of it. It interrupts it because there's no trust in the other, you know. So, got to leave the old. You got to put away the old to have the, what was it? You got to put the old away to have the new come in today. 8 of Pentacles. Huh. Maybe this is like renewing a new means. Look at that. 2 of Pentacles, or 2 of Cups and the Lovers. Wow. So this is definitely is too big a word. This is a choice, right? Next year, January 2023. Actually, no, let me take that back. 2022, I guess, is a 6. If we're going to take the Gregorian year, right? 6 is lovers. So this whole year was supposed to be about our relationships with other people. Having, like, thinking about it, understanding why we chose what we chose, understanding, like, how one makes a decision or communicates how they feel, or, you know, works through also, like, things of the past and what they're trying to attain in ways of love, and why people choose what they choose, and things like this. So then we move into the Two of Cups. You know, a lot of times in the Lovers card, it's like one person choosing between two people. But this card is where they've both decided that this is the choice. It's like it's like a meeting in the middle, right? Versus like, oh, well, you're better than that one, so I'll pick you. Or like comparing and that kind of thing. This is just like a mutual, right? Two of Cups, it is a mutual energy. And that's what's important, right? When it's not that, then what we have is 10 of Swords and the Devil. Yeah. But that's the past, right? That's the past. Maybe with the goal energy we're talking about with that 6 of Pentacles could also be some, what do they call that? I can't say the word, so we'll describe it in other ways. Maybe giving of your time where it's kind of like volunteering or, you know, philanthropy. Is that what it's called? Where you giving, that could be helpful too, you know. So you meet a person and they're like, what'd you do this week? And you're like, oh, well, you know, I volunteered at the, you know, I went down to the food bank and helped give out some food. Or, you know, I decided to not drink this week, like not drink any coffee or not drink any alcohol, or, you know, or something like this. Like it's like a choice in what people do with their time. I do see there's temperance. Somebody else talked about this strongly this month, but temperance with the 6 of Pentacles, I would just I just keep seeing the word conscientious. 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 Okay, I guess this is the thing. If you are a super duper giving person, or whoever is super duper giving, when you're giving all the time, and maybe that's what someone's come to figure out a little bit too. When you're a super giver, again, we're in Libra time, they're very giving. The other is so important, you know. When you're always giving, it doesn't give any space to receive. Okay? Not that that effort couldn't necessarily be pure, but it's something like make sure you're not doing, you know, it's not to do it to get anything, of course. That doesn't work either. That's manipulation. It's it's just understanding more of the balance of it, right? I would definitely say watch Leo's reading. I would also look. Well, you kind of have 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Son. 4, 6, 8. What do you appreciate? Maybe that's something to just think about. I don't know. Okay. Very interesting. I do see sleeping being better, resting being better. Again, if that's an issue, I would check your blankets, your bed, your pillows, what you're wearing to bed. What you think about before you go to sleep also really affects your mental state, right? In that subconscious and conscious place. So just try to have a good prayer in the evening. Give yourself a little quiet before, especially if you're having a hard time sleeping or resting. You know what I mean? If you got a lot on your mind and it's hard for you to shut off your mind, you want to make sure that don't read too late. I wouldn't read a book before bed, or, it's always helpful. A little tidbit is like shutting off your internet, shutting down your computer, shutting down your cell phones, like the phone, whatever, turning the ringer off. It's like shutting down the lights a little bit, right? Soft love, right? Soften everything before you're going to sleep, at least for a couple hours. At least 2 hours of just kind of, it's kind of like, you ever had the electricity go out? And if it's out for a while, it's like, okay, you finally get to a point and the sun goes down and say it's like sunset or whatever. When there's no electricity, we go to bed naturally about when it's dark, because that's when we're supposed to go to bed. So we can wake up and be as much as possible as a part of the day, because we're diurnal. And remember, in the morning, a little something in the morning to start your day. Maybe that's something too, where it's like, okay, let me have, let my steps today be in line with where I need to be. Guide me. Something like that. Huh. Okay. I heard thanks for coming out of your shell. I appreciate you so much. I hope this was helpful. And I wish you the best month. Happy Halloween. I'll talk to you before then, but just in case, if you are going to dress up, what are you going to dress up as? Hope you're feeling good about the seasonal change. When is the last time you, listened to music with somebody, or like danced, or something like a really positive interaction one-on-one? You know what I mean? Where you're kind of just like, I feel like that's needed, right? That's where you can find some of your strengths in that. Okay. Wish you the best. I'll talk to you next time. And yeah, that's that. Peace.